Hey there. Ever wondered why some people seem to learn things faster than you can say supercalifragilisticexpialidocious? Spoiler alert. It's not magic, and they're not aliens. Well, probably not. Stick around and I'll spill the beans on the secret sauce to learning anything faster. And no, it doesn't involve drinking 10 cups of coffee or selling your soul to the productivity gods. Let's dive in. First up, let's talk about chunking. No, I'm not talking about chocolate chunk cookies, although now I'm hungry. Chunking is breaking down big, overwhelming information into smaller, bite sized pieces. Think of it like you eating a pizza. You wouldn't shove the whole thing in your mouth at once, right? Unless you're my Uncle Bob, but that's a story for another day. You slice it up and tackle one piece at a time. For example, if you're learning a new language, don't try to memorize the entire dictionary in one go. Start with basic words and phrases like hello, thank you, and where's the bathroom? Because let's be honest, that's the most important one. By chunking, you make learning less intimidating and more manageable. Boom, step one done. Here's a pro tip. The best way to learn something is to teach it. Yep, you heard me. Pretend you're the expert, even if you're not. Grab a friend, your dog, or even your reflection in the mirror, and explain what you've learned. Let's say you're trying to understand how a car engine works. Don't worry, I'm not a mechanic either. Break it down in simple terms. The engine is like the heart of the car. It pumps energy to make the car go vroom vroom. If you can explain it to a 5-year-old, you've got it. And if you can't, well, that's your cue to go back and fill in the gaps. Teaching forces your brain to organize the information and spot what you don't fully understand. Plus, your dog might finally learn something useful for a change. Next, let's talk about stories. Humans are wired for them. We've been telling stories since we were drawing stick figures on cave walls. Why? Because stories stick. If I told you to remember a random list of numbers like 7, 14, 21, 28, you'd probably forget them in 2 seconds. But if I told you it's the number of days in a week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, and 4 weeks, suddenly it makes sense. That's the power of context and storytelling. So when you're learning something new, turn it into a story. For example, if you're studying history, don't just memorize dates and names. Imagine yourself as a time traveler witnessing the events. Picture the sights, sounds, and smells. Did George Washington really wear wooden teeth? Probably not. But now you're curious, aren't you? Stories make learning fun and memorable. Now here's the part no one likes to talk about. Mistakes. Yep, those pesky little things that make you want to throw your textbook out the window. But guess what? Mistakes are your best friend. Seriously, they're like the annoying friend who tells you the truth even when you don't want to hear it. When you mess up, your brain goes, whoa, what just happened? Let's fix that. It's like a software update for your mind. So don't be afraid to fail. If you're learning to play the guitar and your fingers feel like they're doing the Macarena instead of playing chords, that's okay. Every wrong note is a step closer to getting it right. Embrace the mess. It's part of the process. Here's the best part. You don't have to study 24/7. In fact, you shouldn't. Your brain needs breaks to process information. Think of it like a workout. You can't lift weights nonstop for hours. Your muscles need time to recover. Same goes for your brain. Try the Pomodoro Technique. Study for 20 minutes, then take a 5-minute break. Use that break to stretch, grab a snack, or do a little dance. I won't judge. When you come back, your brain will be refreshed and ready to absorb more. Plus, you'll avoid that, I've been staring at this page for an hour and have no idea what I just read feeling. We've all been there. Last but not least, make learning fun. I know. Fun and learning don't always go together. But hear me out. When you enjoy what you're doing, your brain releases dopamine, the feel-good chemical that helps you remember stuff. So turn learning into a game, use flashcards, apps, or even a trivia night with friends. For example, if you're learning math, challenge yourself to solve problems against the clock. Or if you're studying geography, play a game where you have to name all the countries in Africa. Good luck with that one. The point is, when you're having fun, you're more likely to stick with it and actually remember what you've learned. So there you have it. The secret to learning anything faster. Chunk it down, turn it into a story, teach it to someone else, embrace your mistakes, take breaks, and make it fun. It's not about being a genius or having a photographic memory. It's about working with your brain, not against it. Now go out there and conquer that new skill, language, or hobby, and if all else fails, just remember, even Einstein had to start somewhere. Although, let's be real, He probably didn't have to Google how to boil an egg. Thanks for watching, like and subscribe, and remember, the only bad way to learn is not to try at all. Catch you next time. P.S. If you're still trying to figure out how to pronounce supercalifragilisticexpialidocious, don't worry. Me too. See ya.